Hello, today we're going to look at Arizona Department of Health Services Bureau of Child Care Licensing, or ADHS, and some of the tools they've added into the Arizona Early Childhood Workforce Registry. If you're a person that likes printed materials and likes to follow along step by step that way, you can visit our network website, which is azearlychildhood.org, to find a printable manual. Otherwise, if you like video, kind of walk along with me as you go type of instructions, then this video is a great place to start. This particular video on DHS in the registry is really designed for administrators. There's a whole series of videos on YouTube that it's specifically about the new DHS tools in the registry. So kind of broke it down so it's not so long, and you can find information about the specific topic that you're looking for. This is really an overview of accessing your licensing report and that dashboard where you record all of the information for your staff. So when you log into the registry as an administrator of a licensed program, now you'll get this box that pops up and it just is saying, hey, you can now capture staff licensing information in the registry, and this is how you do it. So when you log in as an administrator, this screen should look familiar. This is all of the different reports that you can pull. Now, keep in mind, depending on what type of program you're at, this program, it looks like they are also with DES, because they've got compliance reports there. They might have taken participated in the Quality First redesign. So we've got a lot of different things on this screen, but the ones for you to look to in particular are on the bottom, and they're called Child Care Licensing Dashboard and Child Care Licensing Report. So these will only show up if you're a licensed program through ADHS. If you are an MSA or a multi-site administrator, you will have to go down to each program that you oversee and click on these links. So it's separated out by license number, so you can't input everything under just one site. You need to do this for each site. So if you click on that first link, the Child Care Licensing Dashboard, this is what shows up. So these are all the staff that you have on your staff detail report, alphabetical by the staff's last name. You'll see the names here are a little bit funny looking. This is just a sample test report. So these are not real people, obviously. But what this is doing is it's separating out all of the licensing requirements for staff members that normally would be in a paper file in your office somewhere, and it's just digitizing them. The reason DHS worked with us at the registry and First Things First to do this is because if they can review all of these requirements before coming out to your site, they can lessen the time that they are at your program. So the licensing surveyors can go through all of this information, and then just if they have questions, they can ask to see a particular document, but they should be able to make that licensing visit much quicker by you having uploaded all of this information before they get there. So that does bring up that this is a bit of a lift to start with. So you're going to, when you first click on Child Care Licensing Dashboard, all of these are going to say update or add. Once you've done this the first time and added all of your staff's information, it will be easier from there on out, because you're just going to update if things expired or if you get a new staff member. The work is at the front end, but hopefully in the long run, it will save both you and DHS precious time in the future. So if you do want to see a licensing detail report, so the way that we were looking at it, that's called the dashboard. You can search by a person's name if you've got a lot of staff and click submit, or you can pull a licensing detail report. And I'm going to show you what that looks like as well. So this up here is the full view. It's a very big spreadsheet. But if you this is the zoomed in or close up view, it's a little bit easier to read on my screen. So anywhere there's a blank, you haven't input that person's information. So once you start working on this and chipping away, then these columns will fill up. But so say, example, this is the fingerprint application date, and then in the next column is the fingerprint verification date. If anything were to ever expire for your staff, this will clearly show on this report, and you can also sort on the report when things are expired. Now let's talk about alone or supervised. This is a column on the report that you don't add anything. You as the administrator or the staff person doesn't add anything. This is calculated by when the staff started, have whatever the rules are for DHS, they had us add that logic or kind of those rules in the background. I believe there's an age category that makes them alone or supervised, and length of experience. So this is not something you can control or toggle or change. This is just automatically created based on different criteria on the licensing information. So again, here we go. It looks at the program status, if you're licensed or certified, the program type, if you're a center or group home, the staff members' years of experience, the staff members' age, and then their education. And again, this is something that only shows up in the licensing detail report. This is really more for DHS or ADHS when they come out and review or do a site visit. A surveyor comes out and does a site visit to see, is this person supposed to be alone or are they supposed to be supervised? So from here, I'm going to stop here and create additional videos, but this is just a glimpse of what's coming. So we're going to break it down, things like fingerprints, background criminal check, certifications, the 10-day orientation when a staff member first starts, their TB test, and references. So now as an administrator, you at least know how to get in and start adding information. But if you want more details about how to add each thing, that's on that licensing dashboard, then come back. Each one will be its own video. So if you have a question, you can go straight to that video instead of, again, watching the whole thing.